the way it should have gone? No, I don't.
Right. I never called you insane.
Leigh, can I just ask Envyy a question? Because I haven't seen the recording, and I will admit I ducked out of Leigh's live when I started seeing all the hate because I was getting anxious. In the recording you're referring to, who specifically did you hear calling you insane?
Yeah, because it wasn't me. I never called you insane.
I'll be honest, we were in the Discord while the live was going, and then we just heard like, oh, she's insane, Envy's insane, apparently because I said that it was wrong that women were silenced, right?
Yeah,
then I got screenshots from your Discord basically saying that who is this benefiting, and then my gifts and my money being spoken about. So I'm like, bro, I didn't
show me those screenshots, Envyy. I would appreciate. Yeah, I would appreciate seeing them because I didn't see those screenshots.
And that's the thing, Leigh. You didn't see the mods' messages. You didn't see the people messaging you. You haven't seen the messages in your Discord. How much am I supposed to believe that you're unbeknownst to everything, Leigh? Do you see what I'm saying?
No, but I've seen a lot of it now, Envyy. That's what I was saying is I didn't see it at the time when it was going on in real life. Obviously, I saw all of this stuff afterwards. But again, to clear up, because I was on a losing thing anyway, right? Let's just say that this misgendering thing wasn't an issue, right? What I would have been dragged for not letting Martha up. Now, me and Martha, because again, there's little bits of information. Let's have the full context. I spoke to Martha prior to that live, right? And Martha said, let me come up and speak to Buck because I want to challenge him or challenge her, whatever, on the corn stuff, right? And I said to Martha, I said, listen, this is not what this live is about. This live is not about dissecting all of Buck's personal life. This is about looking at what we agree on and what we can collectively do together to fight against the ideology. If you want to have that kind of discussion with Buck, then invite him along to your own life. But what I'm not going to do, Envyy, is bring somebody along on one pretense that this is what we're talking about, for it then to be about a total personal attack on his private life. Right? Now, that was already agreed between me and Martha. But again, none of that was vocalized when I was being shot down for not bringing her up. I didn't see her going, oh, well, actually, me and Leigh have spoken about this. No, that's, and again, this is what happens is that, and what I've learned from this as well, is that you set something up, you have an intention, but if you don't allow everyone else to run it, and do what they want to do with it, you're just going to get shot down. Okay?
Sorry, Leigh, I need to address something in the comments. If you are using shouty caps, I have 188 people in here. I've never had 188 people in a live ever, so you can put comments in shouty caps or whatever.
You want me to drop those? Because I feel like
no, that's absolutely fine.
The views have gone up, and I don't want you to feel like you're that's
absolutely fine, Envyy. I'm happy for you two to continue having this discussion. What I am going to say is this is anyone who keeps requesting for the box, I'm not having anybody else other than Envyy and Leigh.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Not having anyone other than Envyy and Leigh in the box. And again, my mods are in here, so if they have carte blanche to let mute anyone who is being rude or whatever, whether you're on Leigh's side or Martha's side, is indiscriminate. If you're going to start using rudeness, my mods will block you or mute you. Actually, Jay, Doodle, only mute. Don't block, and only mute for 5 minutes. But no rudeness, please. Continue.
Yeah, and it's, to me now, I think that, look, what's done is done. What's done is done. Nothing we do moving forward is going to change what's going on, what's happened. But for me, it's the ripple effect that it's had across from everyone. And one of the reasons I came up here to speak, and one of the things I said when I came up originally with Bubbles and Scottish and whatever, is to say about like the harm that's been caused now across the board, but more so, I have had lots of messages from the opposition, but there was one in particular that really fucking caused me concern, in the sense of, they said, look, you know, we're never ever going to agree on our stance. But what I will say, what is going on now, because obviously, you know what they're like, Envyy, they're in both our lives. You know, anyone that's opposition, they're going to come in, they sit there, they spy, they listen to what's going on. And their words to me were, do you know what? If this is the fucking way that women behave and tear each other down and destroy each other in this way, keep the fucking word, woman. I don't want it. And you have no right to come into trans women's spaces trying to make out that you are real women and blah, blah, blah. They just fucking went on, you know, because you've all completely discredited yourselves now, and I will never take you seriously again.
Are you taking that serious? Are you taking that serious from the opposition?
No, I know Envyy, but I think why I felt sad about that, because I was just like, you know, it's not going to stop us doing what we're doing. And does it really matter what they think anyway? No. But I think it's, like I say, it's just the massive ripple effect that it's had across the board. And it turned into something else. Like I say, I literally would have people come into my live, right? Come onto the panel. You know, they'd have their little say. And then I literally watch them come into your live and say something completely different. And I'm like, that's not helpful.
What do you mean say something different?
Well, like somebody came into your panel yesterday talking about how everyone was how I was shouting and screaming at them. Like, I don't shout at, you know, if anyone has ever been in my life, so I don't shout and scream at people, you know, and then it's, again, with the screenshots that even happened today, you know, it's like, or Leigh's in Bubbles Live telling everyone how wrong we were for, no, that wasn't said.
Yeah, and just to clarify on that, look, I'm not very active in my Discord, and I'm going to say this like completely truthfully, like people will message me and I don't respond. Bubbles, you know, you're a witness to this, right? I get a lot of messages, a lot of this. I'll have a conversation with someone today, and by the end of the day, they're like 100 messages down, and then because there's always something going on, I'm missing it. So what my specific words were to Bubble, I have not received any screenshots about anything. I have not. In my DMs, I've not received anything. Have I checked the Discord? No, I haven't.
Yeah. But this is it, you know, there's been so much misinformation and so much like, listen, I get that it's the internet, yeah? This is not, I'm not kind of used to this thing in my real life, yeah? The people I hang out with and stuff, we just don't behave in the way that I've seen over the last few days on here. So it has been shocking.
Leigh, are you sure? Because I'm just being told by one of my mods that there is no screenshots in the Discord. Is this another Discord that you think is mine, or what? Because I don't know. Like again, I would have to go into my Discord and check. So checked. Look at you, Bubbles. 200 views. You go, girl.
It's all because they want to either defend you or defend Leigh. So I'm just saying.
Look,
sorry, I'd gone off then, so I don't know if Envyy heard me.
No,
all I can tell you, Envyy, it's a name with loads of strawberries in, and it basically says, it's in a lounge chat, and it says, Leigh's in Bubbles Live right now, telling everyone how wrong we were, and that screenshot of the Bubbles live. So that's what that was about. And I just want to clear up just one more thing. I have got to go ready because I'm going out with the girls tonight. But the other thing, Envy, that I just, so again, I've heard so much that's been said, but I do want to just pick up something about this whole painting thing. Because I heard you say about, we said about the T-shirts, and then I've gone off on my lives and left it. Let me just kind of, let me just clear that up. Because again, what wasn't said, I spent 17 hours doing 4 portraits of you, and I know one of them you really loved, and we were going to go with that. And then you asked me, will you do the one with the scarf? And I said, yeah, no problem. Will you send me the picture? I didn't get the picture, right? Now, I then thought, no, but let me tell you my thinking. I then thought, right, because I'm really self-conscious about my art, I thought, oh my God, maybe Envy doesn't really like the art, but she doesn't want to say anything to hurt my feelings. So that's why I haven't brought it up. It wasn't because I went off and did my live and just forgot about it. I didn't want you feeling uncomfortable, so I thought, well, I'll wait until you say something, and then I know you genuinely want me to do it, instead of me saying it to you, you feeling awkward and having to.
No, that wasn't the case.
That's all it was.
That was not the case. That was not the case. Again, like I said, I noticed a change. The thing is, you've got to go out, so I don't know if we even have the time to actually get into this conversation, because I do feel like we need to, get what we want to say.
We do need to hammer a lot of things out, and again, see people in the comments. No, Louis, we're not talking about the backdrop. That's a whole nother thing. The fucking
I ain't gonna lie though. I'll say it straight, bro. That does look like me. I saw.
It might do, but listen.
It does look like me.
Yeah, I just Googled woman, because my friends did it when they were over here last night. They Googled woman, that picture came up on Google. They were like, but also in a way, and that wasn't consciously something that I did. But also, if it did look like you, and I'm using as a backdrop, I would see that as a bit of a compliment.
No, even in the end, no.
But to be called by your mods that I'm some freak, and I'm really weird for doing that, I was just like, what the fuck?
Okay, no, and this is the thing. Even when I was having, because I got a lot of phone calls about that, and I got a lot of messages about that. Obviously, I know you got to go, so I'm not trying to fucking, do you know what I mean? I think we can have this conversation, whether you want to have it privately.
Yeah, I'd rather do it privately without comments.
So what I will say, if you're happy to, or if you ever feel that either one of you need it, I will open safe space. I will get my mods in to be like, dude, no,
I think this needs to be.
I will gladly sit here and moderate.
Yeah, listen, I appreciate it, but I think this actually needs to be private now, which I would have really have liked in the beginning. But listen, Envy, right, I have always respected you. I'm going to apologise for a couple of things. I get how it must seem to you that I was in your lives all the time, and then suddenly I'm doing my own lives and I'm not around. I do often come into your lives in the background. I don't really say much. I don't, and I haven't been on the panel. And I guess that's because when I do my lives, I don't know, I just get carried away with it, and I'm on it there for 10, 15 hours before I know it. That's no excuse.
But then also getting people to come into my live while I'm live, telling me to send my people to your live. I found that very disrespectful.
I have never asked anyone to do that. Yeah, and if you have...
Never, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I didn't know, I never knew, I didn't see, I didn't ask, and then somehow everything is happening, but you're unbeknownst to it all. Do you see what I'm saying? So from my part, I'm like, bro, and then I'm live, and then you're posting your live link whilst I'm live in my Discord. I find that highly distasteful as well. I always promoted you. I always did that. And when I started to notice pattern of behaviour changing, then naturally I never had a qualm. Like, I was never like, up until what happened, that night, I never, said anything about you publicly. I just took a mental note. I was like, okay, but I even asked anybody that came to me with any information about you. I specifically said to them, she's a woman standing for women. I'm not going to bring up petty little arguments, because of a backdrop, or because of a link, or because of a comment. I just let her. I hope she does well. I genuinely, from my heart, was saying that.
And I get that. And right, I remember I did post the link to my live in your Discord, and I can see now how that's come across as disrespectful. Malatov asked me to remove it. I did. Right, now in regards, and I would like to know who these people are who have like you don't know what you don't know, Envyy. It's not about me being ignorant. I can't address things if I'm not aware of it. But what I can tell you now, I have never in my life said to anyone, "Oh, go over to Envyy's live and get everyone to come in here." That's ridiculous. The only time that maybe when something's been going on the panel, I've gone, "Oh, where's Audrey?" And somebody might message Audrey. And let me tell you something else, Envyy, again, that's never mentioned. I've had people come into my live going, something's kicking off in Envyy's live, can you go over? I've shut my live down twice, right, to come into your live to make sure that everything is okay, right? They're the things that have been going on. Right, and I appreciate there's people that have been in your lives a lot that now come in and support and help in my lives too, because they have so much more knowledge than I do. I'm not as knowledgeable as you guys, and we both run our lives in very different ways, but it just felt like, there were things that were being said, and I was like, why didn't Envyy just come and talk to me? Like with the paintings, like with the backdrop, which is an absolute coincidence, by the way. But like I say,
it was that deep. It was that deep to me. That's why, because I'm thinking to myself, right, am I gonna confront? Am I gonna really bring something so minute up, right? Because I'm not on TikTok for that. I'm not here for that. But did I take a mental note? Yes, I did take a mental note about it, but it wasn't like I was still rooting for you. Even ask the people that were coming to me, I was literally telling them, let her do her thing. It is so good that there's another woman, and then God willing, there's going to be another woman, then another one, and another one. But my thing is, we got to stand strong in our stance, and language is very, very, very important in what we're fighting against.
I get it. And I'm not there yet, right? And I get it, right? And I get where you're coming from, and I'm really starting to understand this thing about language now, right? But I also appreciate that everybody's at different levels in their fight against this thing. And I'm more about let's just kind of respect, where everyone is. Like I say, how I do my lives is very different to yours. But like I say, there's been a lot of things that have been twisted and misinformation, and it's just really not helpful. Like even with this backdrop thing, like even for you to think, well, why has she done so? Like I was totally thrown.
Leigh, it was a minute second. I got God knows how many screenshots.
Does she think I'm a stalker or something? But the other thing I want to make clear, Envyy, and again, I can send you copies of every single one of my lives, right? I have never allowed, not that many people have come in anyway, only ops to badmouth you, but I won't allow anybody to do that, ever. And this is the thing, you have people that come in to both lives, they take a little bit of snippet from one, they go into the other and go, oh my God, you wouldn't believe what's going, like that incident with Audrey. Audrey wasn't even talking about you. She was talking about something that had happened in the live that was upsetting to her. Like people had obviously got it wrong about this new policy. And then suddenly it's like, oh, they're having a live about Envyy. It's like, guys, man, why are you doing this? It's crazy.
Okay, so I think,
I need to go, guys. I got to go and
I think a lot's been hashed out. I think it's been really great to be able to have this peaceful conversation. And yeah, if anyone was muted on my live, please feel free to message me. I can unmute you. But my mods were definitely under the order of any form of ickiness, however minute, mute. So I will unmute you if you've been muted on my live. Envyy, Leigh, I would say if you've got screenshots of the ickiness on Discord, maybe, send them to each other privately and have the conversation offline, away from prying eyes. And obviously the option is, if you ever need this kind of safe space to have a conversation like this, please feel free to reach out. I will gladly open my room for this kind of conversation any day of the week, because I believe it's important that we do have a safe space outside of debate lives. Leigh, have a good night out. I hope you've both found it helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Just, I guess when you get some time, if you want to do it tomorrow, because I know you're out tonight, if you want to message me on Discord, if you want to do it that way, if you want to have either a group call or one-to-one.
Yeah, I'd rather have a one-to-one with you, Envyy, right? Because then we're both very clear about what's being said. There can be no misinterpretation, no people, do you know what I mean? Because this is what tends to happen. I mean, because I said I'm going now, even people in the chat, oh, look at her, she's running. No, it's my sister's birthday, yeah? I'm going out with the girls, yeah? I'm allowed to do that. And I only came in here because somebody had sent this to me, and I was, hoping to have a chance to speak, because this is what's been needed. And I think we need to do this. We need to get back on top. Lessons learned. I've certainly learned a lot, and I know what I need to do moving forward. And let's start, get back on track of what we're doing, which is fighting for women's rights, fighting against this ideology, and doing what we need to do. And just respect that we do it differently.
And Leigh, if you need tech support or tech help, then, my mods are very trustworthy, and they're really good to help. I'm happy to help, do any tech support you need to help get you up to scratch, because obviously I've been here a while now, obviously, and so, the help is there.
Yeah, but listen, Bubbles, I appreciate that. And like I say, I've got to take more responsibility. If I'm running a platform, not only have I got to keep an eye on the panel, but I need to be keeping an eye on the comments and learn how to check Discord at the same time. That is on me. That's my responsibility. Okay, so yeah, I will do that. So anyway, Envyy, I don't know how to message you. I don't know what account you're on.
I'll get your Discord. I'm sure someone will send it to me.
Yeah, or send me.
If you're happy, I can
inbox on the cutie pie, and then we'll sort something out, and we'll have a conversation. Then hopefully, like I say, a line can be drawn, and we just get on with doing what we're here to do.
Envyy, if you're happy, I can send her your Discord, because obviously I have your Discord with when I talk to you about the login.
That would be great if you could do
All
that.
right, I can send you my number, Envyy, and we can just chat on the phone. I've got
either way.
No, I'll just send you my number, hun, and then let's talk. Let's be open and honest. Things that I've got wrong, call me a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Say you fucked up. Say whatever. If I've hurt you in ways, tell me, because if I don't know, I can't do anything about it. And then we'll just go from there.
All right, cool.
Perfect.
Right.
And I just want to thank you both for respecting my safe space live, and being as respectful as you both have been to each other. I know this could have gone absolutely Pete Tong. And I just want to say, somebody actually said it in the comments, and I just really want to reiterate it. There are people out here who saw what happened, but we respect both of you, and we just found the ickiness icky. We respect both of you, and we don't want to see this blow up in everybody's faces, because, you know, we do respect you. Envy, I've told you that, you know, I've grown a lot because of you. As a person, as somebody on this platform who knows their limitations and where I want to stand up and how I stand up for people. And Cutie Pie, I always come into you. I've met some amazing people through you, Cutie Pie, and, you know, I have a lot of respect for you as well. So I think going forward, if people have problems, let's all take it that we, you know, go offline and don't start, you know, hate bombing each other, because we're letting opposition win by turning on each other. Because that is exactly what they want. They want us divided. They want everybody, and I include myself as a non-binary person in this, because I'm the one who says I am a biological woman, but they want us to be divided against each other, because that's how they get legislation through that says, oh, trans women can go into bathrooms, trans women can be in prison.
It's not, I respectfully, it's not even about what they want, it's about what we are doing.
Yes.
That's what my thing is, right?
Yes.
It's not about, oh, the opposition wants us divided. Respectfully, it was your actions that caused the division. It wasn't the opposition. You had opposition come into your life saying, W. Leigh. That's how you know it was a fuckery.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Look, Envy, I know. I know. I know.
Like,
I know.
It's not them.
No. But it's, yeah, and like I say, I have massive regret over that. People that I've got coming up in the future, I'm going to make sure they're aware it's a gender critical space. Women can speak however they want. But what I'm never going to allow, though, Envy, is really disrespectful comments and personal attacks. You know, if people want to use the right pronouns.
I think that's a given. I don't think, like, if someone was to come in and be like, oh, yeah, you look like an ugly piece of shit, you da-da-da-da, of course. That's not even a fucking...
Can I tell you a funny thing, though, Envy? Right, I don't know if you've heard. I had an email from Buck yesterday saying, don't know quite how to say this, but I thought all the way through the live I was talking to a trans woman. I thought I was trans. I was like, oh, there we go. And there was me being overprotective about things, you know, making sure people were being respectful. But there we go. But listen, it is, and again, I know the end result is still the end result, but I just really want people to know my intention wasn't to silence women, but inevitably that's what happened. And that's bad on my side. And I also need to learn that, let people say what they want in a respectful way. And if people want to report and the live gets dropped, then the live gets dropped. You know, I just fucked up.
I'd be very curious to know, like, what TikTok picks up on misgendering.
Well, apparently somebody said what they do is they report the comments, and they keep reporting the comments or something. I don't know. Like I say,
one of the things I've learned is if there are people using certain words in comments, and it can even be monstering it using certain words, like if you're misgendering, if they repeatedly say it, TikTok's algorithm can pick up on that, and that's what brings down the live. Because we've had situations where, for instance, the guy I spoke to you about, Envyy, he literally has gone into lives where we've been talking about safeguarding and used the word predator, used peace radio in the full words to try and bring the live down.
Okay, well, listen, I really am going to have to go. I've literally got half an hour to get ready. So, I'll contact you tomorrow, Envy, and we'll have that conversation. And then...
Yeah, shout me when you're free.
Yeah. All right, then, guys. I'll speak to you later. Take care, all.
Take care, Cutie Pie. Thank you, Envyy. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming up. I really appreciate you coming up. And not just because I had 200 people in my life, like, what the hell? how the hell do you cope with this many people in your lives? What the hell?
I don't know. I'm just, yeah, I think it'll be good to talk, and I will be saying like exactly what I think and feel. But yeah, I'll do that in private.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
I think that's it's the best way to continue the conversation. I don't want to derail anymore what I'm doing. As of tonight, I'm going back to my debate. If anyone, again, I will say, if anyone has got a sour taste in their mouth about what happened on that night, there is like, you know, I'm you know, I did retract the statement that I made. I was angry. I did get heated. I didn't know who was muting my lot, who was muting the women that are subscribing, gifting, liking, spending their time. I think there is a level of respect that needs to be shown to the women and men that support us. So in a anger, because I didn't know who it was, what it was, I did make the statement. If you're going to support a woman who allows the silencing of women because it goes in direct contradiction and conflict with what I'm standing for, and I've worked my arse off for it, do not support me. That is what I said. Do I, now that I've calmed down a little bit, I'm like, bro, I can't, like, do you know what I mean, monitor who's going into the live, and I'm not going to sit there, I'm not wasting my energy because I'm not here for that. I'm here to speak for women. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I did say something heated. I'm not apologizing though. I'm not, because it was a justified statement in the moment that nothing clear was being made clear to me. So that's the way it goes. And what do you mean, Loki? I wonder if that goes for everyone. What do you mean? Did I not just retract my statement? And what do you mean, wonder if it goes for everyone? I meant what I said when I said it, but when I calmed down, I was like, oh, yo, what am I actually going to do? Am I going to monitor who's going in and who's going out and whatever? Like, it's not realistic, Bubbles.
You've got more.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's not realistic.
You've got more important things to deal with, and you know there are, like, for instance, Envyy. You know, the day that I saw that Delulu person in your life that I came up, that was the day that I was sent a newspaper article that said a non-binary person is looking to sue the NHS to get.
Oh yeah, sorry, let me just recorrect what I was saying. I did make an apology about that statement yesterday. I'm not apologizing again. I don't do that. I say it once, I say it twice, I ain't gonna keep apologizing. So if you still got a sour taste in your mouth, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll say it straight, because there's a lot of women who have a sour taste left in their mouth due to what happened. So it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, she also apologised here. She did say sorry here, everyone. So if you missed it, that's not on Envyy. That's on you for not coming sooner. Sorry.
No, exactly. So I'm not going to keep apologising, because with every apology, it's like you're weak, bro. If I'm going to keep, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm really, really sorry, I'm so sorry. No. I own what I said. I will apologise once. I've apologised twice. I came in here just to make it clear to you that, right, what I said was a little bit, it was in a heated moment. All right, now that I've thought about it, yeah, all right, my bad on that. But that's it.
Yeah. And you don't have to keep apologising, Envyy. You've apologised here a couple of times, and I wouldn't expect you to say sorry any further. And if anyone expects that, please, you know where the door is. Go away. Bye.
Yeah, you know where the door is. Bye-bye.
Don't let me hit you in the behind on the way out.
Yeah, so like, of course, like, emotions got heated and things like that. I am glad that certain people have gone away from it, to be honest. It is what it is now. And yeah, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for what I said and did. I said it. I did it. And that's it, you know? I'm not going to think on it. So I want to get back straight to my debate lives. Yeah, look, again, Miss Pickle, that's what I'm saying. I know if you do want to come back into the lives and watch and things like that, then yeah, you know, again, I can't keep with the apologies, but I did say what I said. But now that I've calmed down, it was a little bit like, bro, how am I even? It's not even realistic for me to sit there and monitor who's doing what, bro. I'm just gonna do me as I've been doing, and whoever comes to me comes. Whoever doesn't. I ain't got the energy, to be honest, for it.
Well, I think, do you know what? We've left it on a positive enough note. I'm absolutely starving now. It's 6 p.m. I started this live at like 2:30. It's a safe space to do some knitting. I will say, honestly, I've done enough to make a full head warmer. I have no idea what I'm knitting. I just decided to pull it out, by the way, because everyone keeps asking. I just decided to start knitting. I'm starving. I need to go cook. So I think, shall we end it there?
Yeah. I'll get down, babe. Listen, you have a good one.
Yeah. And thank you so much for coming up. And again, thank you for respecting my rules in my safe space life. It really means a lot to me.
All good. All right.
And you know I love you and what have you.
Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye. And for everyone who has been coming in, commenting, thank